Hey fam, what's good? My name is Taylor Romano, like the cheese, but my friends call me T. I've got no vlog today. It's been a busy week. I've tried filming a couple other video ideas, but it just like never came out to what I wanted it to be. They weren't up to expectations for me, so. Today, instead, we're gonna do a mukbang, pronounced one of those ways. Maybe it's not pronounced either of those ways. I don't know, but that's what we're doing. I've gotten food from Itsu. It's like a Asian fusion restaurant. I haven't had time today to eat breakfast or lunch. That's how busy I've been. So I'm really hungry. So I bought a lot of food, which is perfect because this is a mukbang. I have it's just a teriyaki bowl, I guess. Looks yummy. And then I have sushi. And I have, once again, my Coca-Cola to cool myself down. My channel, since I've come to London, has gained like over 50 subscribers, which is crazy to me because it took me like 3 months to get to 100 subscribers. And that was with the help of a shout out from Kiara. So for me to gain 50 in 3 weeks is insane. Thank you guys so much for your support and watching my videos, no matter how cringy they are or long they are. But that also means that there are 50 people out there who probably don't know much about me. There's this really popular personality quiz. It's the 16 personalities test. We're gonna do that quiz because I think it will tell you guys a lot about me. And I think we're gonna start with sushi. Who else does this with their chopsticks? First question. You find it difficult to introduce yourself to other people. Oh, and this is like things that I like agree or disagree with, and I have like a ranking of what level I agree or disagree. I highly disagree to that one. I feel like I've always been the person that's like not afraid to go up and introduce myself, or like if I'm lost, I'll go up to a random person and ask for directions. Like I'm not afraid of talking to other people. You often get so lost in thoughts that you ignore or forget your surroundings. I'll say that I definitely ignore my surroundings a lot, but I don't like ever forget where I am. So let's go like partial agree, like mid agree on that one. You try to respond to your emails as soon as possible and cannot stand a messy inbox. That I 100% agree with. You find it easy to stay relaxed even when there's some pressure. I really agree with this one 100%. This was interesting. Like I took an actual psychology class my first term at college, and we had to do a personality test. It was different from this one. I forget what it was, but it rated us on our neuroticism, which is like our level of anxiety and stress. And I was in the lower 17th percentile of the world. I spoke at my high school graduation, and that time I was pretty like anxious. You do not usually initiate conversations. I'm gonna go just above neutral to the agree side on that one. I'm not afraid to initiate conversations, and I will if I'm interested in a person, but also I'm like, sometimes I just don't like talking to people, so I won't talk to them, you know? You rarely do something just out of sheer curiosity. I'm gonna go neutral on this one. I mean, people can be curious about drugs, but I'm never gonna do them, you know? But I could also be curious about a research topic and like, hell yeah, I'll go full in on that. You know, so there's different sides of the box there, so we're neutral. Next. You feel superior to other people. I'm also gonna go just left of neutral to the agree side. This isn't because I'm a narcissist, it's just because there are things that I do think I'm better at than other people. But there's also things that like I have no experience in at all. I don't think I'm superior, and I'll let other people take the reins in that situation. But in general, I would say I have a higher level of common sense than a lot of people. Being organized is more important to you than being adaptable. I highly disagree with this one. I think a big part of my personality is that I adapt to a lot of things. Like yes, I'm organized, but I would rather be able to adapt to any situation I'm in. You are highly motivated and energetic. I'm gonna go slightly towards disagree. Because yes, I'm motivated, but only about things that I enjoy. I'm typically a very chill, laid-back person. Winning a debate matters less to you than making sure no one gets upset. I'm gonna go like mid-agree on this one. I'm kind of a people pleaser, and that's... The only thing that knocks it down is because I like to win. You often feel as if you have to justify yourself to other people. No, mid-disagree. I don't have to explain myself to anyone. Next, your home and work environments are quite tidy. Oh, I'm gonna go neutral. Because my home environment is usually a lot more messy than my work environment. I do not let my work environment get messy, ever. But at home, I do have a chair that I throw all my clothes on. Next, you do not mind being the center of attention. I mean, I don't mind. I don't necessarily like try to make myself the center of attention, but I don't mind. So highly agree. You consider yourself more practical than creative. I'm definitely the most logical person I know after my dad. But then again, I also really enjoy art and music and reading, and I'm trying to go into a creative career. Let's go mid-agree. People can rarely upset you. Okay, TBH, if I'm mad at someone, I don't stay mad at you for long. And if I do stay mad at you for a long time, it's because you're mad at me for being mad at you. Does that make sense? Like, if I get frustrated with a person and they get mad that I'm frustrated with them, that pisses me off even more. So highly agree. Your travel plans are usually well thought out. When I'm traveling, I usually am traveling abroad or with the ski team. And when I'm abroad, I mean, it's a foreign country, so I have to be prepared. And when I'm with the ski team, I'm in charge of like 20 other people, so they have to be well thought out. So I'm gonna highly agree. It is often difficult for you to relate to other people's feelings. I'm gonna slightly disagree. I don't know. I am really not a crier, and I think when something emotional happens, people expect me to cry with them, but I just don't cry. I guess I'm just bad at helping other people work through their feelings, but I still understand their feelings, you know? That's why I'm only slightly disagree. My mood can change very quickly. I highly disagree. Actually, I'm gonna go mid-disagree because if I get hungry, yeah, we're gonna break into the teriyaki chicken. In a discussion, truth should be more important than people's sensitivities. Ooh. This is a hard one. One of my biggest things is that if you're my friend or if you're talking to me, you have to be honest with me. You have to give me the straight truth at all times. And apparently that's a Capricorn thing. Like, I just don't deal with people's and that's so true. I do not. You gotta be straight up with me, because I will figure it out sooner or later if you're lying, and then you're screwed because I will be really upset. That's one of the things that makes me upset. There you go. So I'm just gonna go like mid-agree, because I know there are certain situations where like you shouldn't say the truth until like a certain point, like you just need to withhold it, but I would never ever lie. Oh, my sport. Chicken teriyaki is good. You rarely worry about how your actions affect other people. Highly disagree. That's the biggest thing I take into consideration when making a decision, is how that decision will affect other people. Usually, like, what would my mom think of this decision, you know? Maybe that still means like, I know this person will be upset, but this is something I want to do. But it's still something I take into consideration. Like my mom, she doesn't like to, when I eat on camera, but here I am. Your work style is closer to random energy spikes than to a methodical and organized approach. Highly disagree. You're often envious of others. I'm gonna mid-disagree. I think there are really beautiful people in the world, and I'm envious of that beauty. But also I know that I have my own beauty, and I'm my own person, and I've learned to love myself and the things that I have. I definitely used to be a lot more envious of people. But in college and like my senior year of high school, I think I really grew out of that.
Yeah, people are envious of me.
An interesting book or a video game is often better than a social event. I don't know about a video game, but a book, if I had a really good book, it depends on the people at the social event. I'm gonna go mid-agree, because I would definitely pick a book over a lot of things. But if my good friends are going, I'm gonna go with them. I'm gonna make time for them. Being able to develop a plan and stick to it is the most important part of every project. I disagree. Not wholly. I'm gonna go just a little bit disagree. because I like having a plan, but I definitely think you're not going to be able to stick to it, and being able to react to that and respond in a good way, that's important. That's more important than sticking to the plan. You rarely get carried away by fantasies and ideas. Like thinking I'm gonna be the next Hannah Montana, or like I'm gonna go neutral. So I don't really understand. You often find yourself lost in thought when you're walking in nature. I highly agree to this one. I really do zone out a lot when I'm in parks or on a hike. As a parent, you would rather see your child grow up kind than smart. I agree. But I do think you need to be a smart, kind person. I think that if you're kind to everyone too much, then people will start to take advantage of you. You do not let other people influence your actions. Highly agree. The only time that it would was if it was like a ski team decision or like a big, huge life decision, and I wanted the advice of other people, you know? When you sleep, your dreams tend to focus on the real world and its events. Disagree. I don't know, my dreams are kind of messed up and they're kind of weird. I've started writing them down. Next question. You are more of a natural improviser than a careful planner. See, I'm both. Let's go neutral. Your emotions control you more than you control them. Highly disagree. My poker face is bomb. I once bluffed in a game of poker and won $100 from my grandpa when I was 7. I guess it's a good thing that you guys know that I like honesty, because you could never ever tell if I'm lying. I know I'm really close up. I just had to change the position that I was sitting in because my butt cheeks were going numb. You've always been interested in unconventional and ambiguous things, such as books, art, or movie. So I'm gonna hard agree on this one. I don't know if I've said this fact already, but I love books. I really do. Anyone who knows me would know that. There was one summer where I read 164 books in 3 months. My parents had to cut me off from Barnes & Noble. They said, no more books, Taylor, unless you're buying them for yourself. So that was why I got my first job, was so that I could start buying more books.
Okay, so the questions continue on for like another 20 minutes of video, and this video is already getting kind of long, so I'm just gonna get right to the results. If you guys want to learn more about my results, you can go to the website in the description below, and you can read about all the different personality types.
Oh, let's see my results. Oh my gosh. Oh, interesting. So I'm a mediator. This is really interesting to me because I've taken this test before and I got a hardcore like leader position. I forget what it's called, but I got mediator, which means I'm INFP-A. So I'm 56% introverted. I'm 67% intuitive. I'm 68% feeling. This is so interesting to me. I think this is like basically the opposite of what I used to be. Tactics, 56% prospecting. It's interesting because how like close the introverted extroverted is, as well as judging and prospecting. Like my tactics in my mind are basically almost 50-50, but identity down here, I'm 93% assertive, which means I'm crazy confident in my abilities and decisions. I'm a diplomat, and my strategy is confident individualism. And strategy means like how I go about everyday situations to achieve my goals. So maybe this isn't so opposite, because I think my other one was diplomat as well, but it was just like something slightly more extroverted, if I'm correct. I don't know. Mediator personalities are true idealists, always looking for the hint of good in even the worst of people and events, searching for ways to make things better. While they may be perceived as calm, reserved, or even shy, mediators have an inner flame and passion that can truly shine. That kind of rhymed, but also that was one of the truest statements ever. That I think on the outside I seem really like calm, reserved, and shy, but like I'm not. Like I have no problem like going out and doing things or talking to people. It's just that I choose not to. Comprising just 4% of the population. Oh, only 4%. Look at me being all rare and oh my god. The risk of feeling misunderstood is unfortunately high for the mediator personality type. That I think is true. Because like I've said, I think a bunch of times is people have like very different first impressions of me. Like they all really range. And I don't know if that's because like I act differently when I'm meeting people for the first time. I don't know. It's just interesting. It's interesting to hear. Mediators are led by the purity of their intent, not rewards and punishments. True. People who share the mediator personality type are proud of this quality, and rightly so, but not everyone understands the drive behind these feelings, and it can lead to isolation. Wow! I don't know if this feels like a general thing and like everyone listening to me read this is like, yes, I agree with that, but I really like relate to this. This is the most spot on I think a personality test has been. They know me too well. Fantasy worlds in particular fascinate mediators. Ooh, see, they're picking up my book love right here. More than any other personality type. Interesting. The strength of their visionary communication style lends itself to creative works, and it comes as no surprise that many famous mediators are poets, writers, and actors. They are considered gifted when it comes to learning a second or third language. That's true. It's so wild to me that people have struggled with other languages, and I didn't realize that it was just like some people's brains are programmed differently. Like I thought languages was the easiest part of school. We listen to many people, but talk to few. So true, so freaking true. Listen to this though, these are other mediators. William Shakespeare, J.R.R. Tolkien, Bjork, and Johnny Depp. Ooh, there's more. And Julia Roberts, and Lisa Kudrow, Tom Hiddleston, Alicia Keys. Okay, on to part 2. Wow, might be a long video, sorry guys. I'm difficult to get to know. Retweet. That's why I'm making these videos for you guys, because I am kind of difficult to get to know. People have said that to me a lot. And there's still a lot that I could actually say that even some of my closest friends don't know about me. Even my parents don't know. I think Cicely is the one, that's my sister, for those who don't know, is the one person who knows absolutely the most about me. Like absolutely everything. And I still think there's some things that she doesn't know. I'm like an onion.
I got layers, baby.
That was cheesy. Forming an image of this pedestaled ideal that is their soulmate, playing and replaying scenarios in their heads of how things will be. This is a role that no person can hope to fill, and people with the mediator personality type need to recognize that nobody's perfect and that relationships don't just magically fall into place. They take compromise, understanding, and effort. That hit so hard. Career paths. It is the most challenging for mediators to find a satisfying career than any other type. Love it! That's really inspiring for my future. Thanks for the positive words. What you have read so far is just an introduction and less than 5% of what we can tell you about the mediator personality type. Yay! You may have muttered to yourself, wow, this is so accurate, it's creepy, or they know more about me than people I'm closest to. Literally, have I not been saying that to you guys this whole time? And you may even feel a little uncomfortable because you are really not used to being understood. Yeah, I don't know how long this video was. I hope it wasn't too crazy long for you guys, and I hope you learned something about me. Once again, thank you so much to all the new subscribers, and I'm so happy that you guys are part of the family now. If you enjoyed this video, please leave me a like, and you know what? Go and take this quiz. If I wasn't talking to you guys the whole time, it would have taken me only 15 minutes. So yeah, go and take this quiz and then comment below what your personality type would be, because I'm really interested to see like what kind of personality my subscribers are. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button. I post content every Monday and Thursday, so I will catch you guys next time. Bye!